Welcome to another episode, everyone. Wack100 responds to Freeway Rick. Freeway Rick, of course, was on Vlad TV recently and said that some of his partners, or one of his partners from Hoover, had called him up when Wack100 was going around saying that he was a snitch. And that this individual told Freeway Rick that he wanted to holler at Wack100. He's going to end up going back to prison if Wack100 says one more thing about Freeway Rick. Wack100 is here responding to that on Vlad TV.
Well, I had Freeway Ricky on my show recently. There was a clip that came out that talked about you. Did you see it?
Stirred up a big mess.
What do you mean?
Everybody in Hoover Hood went crazy.
How so?
Man, one dude called me and he said, Rick, I just got out of prison. Don't make me go back. And I was like, huh? He was like, if that dude do anything to you or say anything else to you, boom.
Okay, well, whoever you are that just got out of prison, you should be back, or you should be over there shot back, because I definitely released the paperwork. And I don't know no Hoover, me personally, that's going to stand behind the paperwork. That's going to say, all right, well, we read the paperwork, but so what? So I don't know if he talking because he ain't from Hoover. Nigga, you ain't no gangster. You ain't never been from no set. You grew up where you grew up. But telling is telling. I sent to work. You know I sent to work. I sent to work. So whoever that is from Hoover, if he's telling the truth, brother, actually what I'll do, I'll put the work back up. That shit don't mean nothing. Like, I don't even think nobody told Rick nothing like that. Or if they did.
So he's doubling down to begin with that Freeway Rick is a snitch. He said that he put the work up, that he has the work, that he read the work, and saying whoever it is from Hoover that has a problem with the work or that told Freeway Rick this, that he would deal with it, that he'll put the paperwork back up so that he can see it. Because he said, I don't know any Hoover that would stand behind this paperwork. So he's doubling down. He didn't say much when he talked to Freeway Rick on the phone right there on Vlad. But here he's certainly doubling down, saying that he has the paperwork, that he's read the paperwork, and that Freeway Rick is indeed a rat. Now he's saying that he doesn't know if an individual from Hoover actually told Freeway Rick this. It says that Freeway Rick is not a gangster, etc. But I'm not going to get too far into all of that because I know that, the police, again, probably are not watching my channel. It's not that freaking big. But I know that the feds know they be watching these podcasts, so I'm just going to be very careful. I have been, but I'll continue to be, and even up those efforts some with all of that's going on YouTube. So I'm not going to get too far, too deep into that. I will just say that Freeway Rick, maybe not a gangster, was not a gang member, but he certainly had ties and still does, to some very dangerous individuals that you don't want to see at nighttime in the alley alone, period. Believe that. And I do believe that the phone call was indeed made, just for the record, and that whoever was on that other end of that call was very serious about what he said. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah, they was trying to get a favor out of him. You know how people would do. They'll call and do that. But let's just be real. We had a conversation. I just simply said, look, bro, because you got to remember, I got blindsided. I used to defend Freeway Rick. You get what I'm saying? So when I get blindsided with it, I'm like, man, that's bullshit. You talking about the cop, whatever. They like, nah, bro, we ain't talking about the cop. This dude in Ohio, this other dude in New York, this, that. And they sent it in. Actually, shit, I want to say, I forgot who was driving that, but I went back and found the paperwork and I read it. Freeway Rick could tell you I used to defend him. I never knew about these other individuals that he told on. I didn't know. So, you know, once it comes up, if you ask me now, I tell you, yeah, he told. Do I got a problem with Rick? No. You just told. For me to have a problem with Rick means I got a problem with, I do business with a couple people that did told. But my business it's not affected because I'm not doing nothing you could tell on.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I don't know, you know, we all got people that's gonna do whatever we need them to do, but whoever the Hoover guy is, I'll put the paperwork back up if that's what you want me to do. You know, shit, get to it. I mean, I've been doing this 37 years, this street shit side of it. Get in line. You know what I mean? I've been Dutch, I done been in the penitentiaries, these streets, I done did it with the best of them, the worst of them. I done saw the backdoor shit, people I thought were my homies. I done had attempts on my life. I done been in God knows how many in the middle of the street bang outs before all the cameras and all the shit. That don't mean nothing. If it's paperwork on you, it's paperwork on you. It don't matter who you are, it is what it is. See, this is why the streets is over with. You find a guy that doesn't have nothing, right? Say, well, shit, I know they saying this, but if I show this, I can get this out of me. And Freeway Rick know that. That's why he moved the way he moved. You know, Freeway moved with Freeway. Got a few guys every now and then when he doing something, but other than that, Freeway kind of like a loner to himself because he knows people will try to leech on him, make things look like it's something it ain't. If you ask Freeway, you think Wack100 want to do something to you, he gonna tell you no.
Yeah, I agree.
He gonna tell you no.
Yeah.
Wack don't want to do nothing to me, but yo, they asked him a question, he's reading something. That day I told him, if you let that keep playing, I said, all right, I'm gonna go get it and put it up. Right? If you telling me this is false, then I should hear something back from you. I never heard nothing back from him. It is what it is. I used to defend this guys, there was a whole room on Clubhouse that I shut down and canceled because the New York guys was gonna ambush him. Real talk. Big Chuck room, I believe, on Death of the Cloud Chaser. I called him, hey bro, don't go in that room. Wherever you got scheduling shit, they're gonna ambush you, they're gonna come with this, come with that, and go in that room. But I didn't know, and then one of the dudes called me like, yo, I'm gonna send it to you. You gonna read it? Yeah, and I read it. It is what it is. Like, Black, you are my friend. If somebody told you, yo, Wack did this, bullshit, I can send it to you. If they send it to you and you read it, it's right there. You read it.
So you have never cooperated on any level, period?
Never. What you said, have I?
Yes.
Never.
Never.
I don't even have crimies. People know you go to jail with Wack, you coming back. Wack takes the case. You know why? Because I don't want to hear you talking about your girlfriend. You ain't got attorney money. Oh, shit. Nigga, I can't sit over here and fight this case for 2 years. None of that. Now, you got to remember, Vlad, I've never been convicted of a felony as an adult. My whole stint was when I was a juvenile. I just got convicted as an adult.
Okay, here's a question.
But even then at 13, 14, I'm sitting in Sylmar Juvenile Hall, right? On attempted murder on this dude, Baby Turtle from East Coast. I'm sitting in there on attempted murder. 5 months into fighting the case, they bring me back down. We just arrested these 4 of your homeboys, right? On this murder case right here. We let them go, but we gonna charge you with it. You know why we gonna charge you with it? Because they told us you the one did it. I knew I had nothing to do with the murder. Know what I told them? Hey, bro, it's Friday night. We got coffee cakes and chocolate milk, bro, the movie. Whatever you gonna do, get to it. At 14, I took a fucking body that wasn't mine. They released everybody else who was adults. While I'm already sitting there with an attempt and fought it and beat it. I done been under my homeboy Red Bull to tell you that because he wanted the dudes that they had arrested and let go and knew that they put it on me. You know why they put it on me? They figured once we put it on the minor, he gonna tell us who really did it. Fuck you, I knew the job was dangerous when I took it. In my head, you gonna get 11 years and 29 days out of me. All you can get me is juvenile life. When you start doing this, you accept what come with it. I have never, ever, ever, ever cooperated. never, ever, ever, ever not let a motherfucker go home. I send motherfuckers home from the substation. Officer, why you got him? You a minor, you driving, he's an adult. We know he told you to keep going. No, he didn't. Matter of fact, he begged me to pull over. I told him, fuck himself, jump out himself at the light. You willing to sign a statement? Lil J-Dog James, pleasure to tell you that. Signed the statement. Yeah, he asked me to pull over. I refused to pull over and kept driving on my own free will. Kick him out. Wack, take them cases and fight my own. Listen, I'm the loudest motherfucker on the internet with this shit. You think somebody wouldn't have came to the...
All right. I was just trying to let Wack speak, trying to let these dudes speak and maybe give my commentary at the end of anything. I don't want to interrupt too much these days. But there you have it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Wack100 said what he said. He says that he read the paperwork and said that he was defending Freeway Rick at one point, or often defending Freeway Rick, and that once, I don't know, I got confused exactly who gave him the paperwork and how that all came about or whatever. But once he got the paperwork in his hands and read the paperwork, I know that he said that he told Freeway Rick, well, if it's not true, holler back at me, or whatever. Once I'm about to post his paperwork, and he said, Freeway Rick never hollered back at me. It is what it is, he said. So I don't know. He's convinced. I guess he's saying that he read something. He has the paperwork. But he never did post it, I guess, at least. So I don't know. But that's his response to Freeway Rick. He's saying he doesn't even know if Freeway Rick actually received that phone call. But if he did, then if the individual who called Freeway Rick threatening him, essentially, wants him to, he can put the paperwork back up because he doesn't know anyone that's going to defend this once he puts the paperwork up. And then he went on to say, as we heard, that he took a murder case when he was 14 years old. I don't know how he really took the case if he's saying 4 individuals were arrested and put it on him, said that he did it. That's not you taking the case. That's them putting the case on you. But I guess his point is that he could have snitched or said, no, it wasn't me. It was so-and-so and so-and-so. He said he didn't do it. But if you didn't do it, the chances of you being convicted for it, are minimal. Of course, it happens, but you can take the case, not admit to it, but you can say, okay, I'll fight the case, and you should get out. You should get out from the case, which I'm assuming he did. Did he do time for a murder? I don't know. But there you have it. Wack100 said he's never snitched. For those who may have questions about that, he has never cooperated. He says he sends people home. That's what he said, I send people home from the substation. If you catch a crime with me, you're going home. That's what he said. I send people to the house. I set people free. I let people out. I don't lock people up. I let them out. I set them free. Let me know what you think in the comments. Stay safe and stay free, people.